Hello, I've got a real important message. It hit me. I know I talk about this all the time, but I've got to talk about it again, okay? And here it is. It's this here. Most people in America don't really know what freedom is, okay? Why? We learn the definition. We learn the, isn't that a nice street? We learn the definition of freedom. We learn the concept. We memorize in school, the United States, the land of the free. Except we don't actually, most of Americans, I would say, have never even had a day of freedom in their life. Because you know what? Freedom is not a definition. It's not a concept. It's a feeling. It's more so a feeling that you feel. Wow. Isn't it, guys? Isn't it? I mean, and that's why I had to make this video, because I was just thinking about how we're supposedly living in this great country, that, you know, a first world country, America, with so many, you know, so many freedoms, as they say. There's so many freedoms, and yet people don't seem to be very free at all. So I guess that people have got it. People are living under the assumption, the false assumption, that they of, you know, the freedom that, you know, this system has given them. Because that's the point of my video right here. Freedom is a feeling. It's a feeling. It's a feeling of liberation, of being able to do what you want to do without restriction, without restraint, without feeling like you're in a box, I guess. And you know, if you know, for all of us that live abroad, we're going, or for example, like if you go on YouTube and you look at different travel videos in different cities, you'll notice that the people look a little bit more energetic and lively. And if you look at city videos in America, people just don't look that happy. In fact, when they show videos where supposedly people are happy, to me, you know what it looks like? It looks like they're kind of crazy. But, you know, walk around any big city in America, people look stressed. Now, when you walk around other cities around the world, people look more calm, right? Because if you really had freedom, if you really were, if you had a lot of freedom in your life, you would probably be very calm. You would probably feel content. You'd feel like you are, like you're having a great life, right? Because part of having a great life is having freedom. I don't think that you can have a good happy life without freedom. You have to have it. Aren't these nice homes? These are real nice homes. I walked into this upscale neighborhood here in Da Nang. But yeah, that was the point of my video here, is that it's just so important to me, you know, because first of all, when I lived in America, I was literally in a box, man. I was looking at reality from the lens, from the eyeglasses that America put on me, you know. Because when you only live, when you're born into a system, right? And all countries are systems, you know. There are systems with functioning parts and rules and regulations, okay? But when you're born into one system, that's all you know. You don't know anything else. You can't compare and contrast different cultures, because you just don't know anything else, right? Well, if you don't, so here's my proposition: if you do not know anything else other than the way of life that you've been used to, then you and you've never let's just say that that way of life you know, is not giving you a lot of happiness or freedom or aliveness, then you would think, well, this is just what life is. You would think, well, there's nothing more than this. This is just what my life is. And you wouldn't even question it, probably, unless you're very, very intelligent and perceptive and truth-seeking. And then you would think to yourself, is there something else out here? Like, kind of like, you know. And so that's my main point, is that I don't think a lot of Americans are questioning and thinking to themselves, is there something more to life than this, than what we've been given? Or is there anything more to life? I literally love Vietnam. I love it. Is there something more to life than go to work, go home, try to save up money to buy a home, you know, pay the home off, and this kind of system of slavery, I guess, and you don't really have a lot of freedom when your life is you know. But yeah, that's my point, is that the reason why I don't think a lot of Americans talk about living abroad is look at that gate, wow, and that beautiful home. I don't think a lot of Americans openly discuss living abroad, simply well because you know what I think it is? I don't think it's intelligence or money. I think it's that they're mentally trapped. They have been mentally they have lived in a system for so long that they're trapped in it. They're trapped into the confines of it, the restraints of the living situation that is America, the living day, the day of life, which is work, go home, study, work harder, you know, save up money to buy a home, and the cycle continues. So they're mentally trapped in this cycle, right? And when you're kind of mentally trapped and you don't think to yourself, you know, how to, if you're in the box, if a mouse is in a maze and he's just been in the maze, well, he doesn't think it, and he's been in a maze or a cage his entire life, he doesn't think, you know, this is my life in this cage, this is what my life is. He doesn't think, what could life be if I was outside in nature? Because nature does not exist to the mouse in the maze or the cage, because he's never experienced nature before. He's never been outside of his owner's cage or maze, I guess. That's kind of what I'm saying is. And what is it called? Maybe I'm getting it wrong. The Plato's allegory of the cave. The allegory of the cave. I always get that one wrong for some reason, but this is a real nice neighborhood and you don't really hear the traffic. So that's my point before I'm running out of battery. That's my point, okay? Is that freedom is a feeling, and you have to like yearn for it. You have to, and once you know what it is, you protect it with all your life. You will, once you've really had freedom, you've really tasted the advantage of it, or experienced the advantages of it, you will protect it with all your life. I'm looking at that home right now. On the top floor there, it looks like a gold door. That is, maybe I can zoom in. These homes are very upscale here, but yeah, wow, that is a wow. That top floor has this huge ceiling on it, and I guess they go out there. This is probably this is right by the river here, and they have that big window. Yep. But kind of starting to rain here. Freedom, I'm gonna end it with this. Freedom is not a legal term. It's not it is a concept, but the way we understand freedom is not by reading the definition of it. It's not by reciting it the way that America gave us a definition of it. We understand and come to know freedom by feeling it, okay? By really experiencing it. This home is probably the most expensive home here in Da Nang, I think. That looks like a mansion. I mean, I'm looking at it, and it looks so modern. I mean, I don't even know who lives here. This has got to be something like millions of dollars. I mean, look at that up there. Okay, I am going to stop because it's starting to rain. It's starting to rain. This is get free, okay? Because I came from America and I was in a box my entire life. I was in a system that I did not realize was not even giving me freedom at all, giving me authentic happiness, authentic relationships, authentic freedom, authentic experiences of reality, and the real experience of reality. In fact, I was not living in reality at all. I was living in a modded version of reality that was given to me by America. Okay? And it feels so good to be outside the matrix. It does not matter what happens to me at this point. When I start to get older, if I lose money, if I make money, good. But it doesn't matter, because I experienced something that most people in America probably will never experience, which is going from a state of mind of being an NPC or a robot or a clone, and then going from that state of mind to really understanding the nature of reality much better, and in that process and experiencing freedom and feeling freedom, which is something that I never had in America. I didn't have it, okay, but I do now. I always say, be a good person, you know, be a good person to others, respect yourself, do the right thing at all times. Don't do bad. If you do bad things come back to you. It's called karma. Okay, I'm done. Have a good day. It's starting to rain. Bye.